Hello everyone, welcome again. And today we are discussing about the transistor biasing. See, the time from when we start the transistors, initially I told you about the basic structure of the transistor, then how the depletion layers are forming, how we are breaking them, how we are putting the transistor in a conduction mode. Then I told you about the modes of transistor, means saturation mode, active mode, cutoff mode. Then we switch to the configurations like CE mode, CB mode, CC mode. I told you the two port network, and after making any one port common between the input and output, what we are doing, we are making the a two port network and using transistor in the circuit. Then after that we have seen the DC current gain. The DC current gain was in CE and CB mode. I told you alpha and beta. Then I told you we set up the relation between alpha and beta. What is the relation between alpha and beta? Now the next thing is transistor biasing. जैसा कि आप लोगों को पता है कि ट्रांजिस्टर बायसिंग जब भी मैं आपसे वर्ड यूज़ करता हूँ, बायसिंग मीन्स टू स्टेबलाइज अ सर्किट. Some external battery sources we are connecting to our circuit, but it is for the betterment to get a better and stable output. The same thing we are doing here. When I am saying you the transistor biasing, the first question should raise in our mind is, what is the need of transistor biasing? All the transistors are made for fixed current and voltage range. Means when we will talk about a transistor operation, it is made for certain range of currents and voltages, and that range of current and voltage ratings we will study the characteristics. Those characteristics have a certain area, and in that certain area, the active region, whether it is CE, CB or CC mode, we have to keep the Q point in the active region. Then only the transistor will work properly. Now the next thing comes, what is that Q point and what is DC load line? What we are doing when we are finding out the Q points, I will tell you what are the Q points. For the various output currents and measuring the input variables, we place many points on different characteristics level, and finally when we make a line, we call it a DC load line. And that Q point is basically the coordinates, means the values of IC, means collector current, and VCE, matlab voltage between the current and emitter terminal. So when we are putting these two things in braces, IC and VCE, and we are just placing these values on the coordinates of the characteristics, we find the Q point. So this Q point is very important, and in all the numericals which are coming on transistor biasing, we are having this type of numerical to find out the Q point, and they may ask about the DC line also. So when we start the biasing, so I think it is clear that biasing we are using to stabilize the circuit to get a better output. So when we talk about biasing, the biasing can be of 5 types. The first is base bias or fixed bias circuit. Second is emitter feedback bias. Third is collector feedback bias. Fourth is voltage divider, and fifth is emitter bias. These are the basically different techniques to stabilize the output and to get the proper output. So here I am going to tell you about the fixed bias system, ठीक है ना, or base bias, the first one. So I will tell you one biasing, that how we are using the bias circuit and getting the desired value of Q point, which is IC and VCE. Then rest of the biasings you can do as assignment to your subject, and you are supposed to submit that assignment as soon as the university is going to open, and the students will get a notification to join. So just keep on doing all this work in your register of electronics, and then I will check them later on. So this is the circuit which you can see here. This is the fixed bias circuit. In fixed bias circuit, what we can see a VCC, common supply here. In between you can see a NPN transistor. This is a NPN transistor. This is VCC supply. VCC supply is connected to NPN's collector with the help of a resistor. Then the base is connected with the resistor RB, and the emitter terminal is short in the ground. So here we can see this thing. Now what is there? We are supposing we are putting some nomenclature here. IC is the collector current and the resistance is RC. IB is the base current and the resistance is RB, and here it is ground. See this VCE, how we are saying it? VCE, this is collector terminal, this is emitter terminal. The voltage difference between collector and emitter is called VCE. This is base, this is emitter, so this will be base emitter, BE, VBE. This is collector, this is base, so this voltage is called VBC, right? So this is the way we are finding out the different voltages. Now when we are using this circuit, we can now apply Kirchhoff's law. Okay? By using Kirchhoff's law we can solve it. First of all, we will start from here and we will follow this path of IB to get IB, right? VCC, we start from the higher voltage VCC, then coming to this loop, coming down. Now here the voltage drop will be there. Voltage drop will be V is equals to IR. So I is equals to IB and R is equals to RB. VCC minus IB RB. This is again voltage drop VBE. So the net is 0. So VCC minus IB RB minus VBE is equals to 0, right? Then, or we can solve this. IB comes VCC minus VBE upon RB. Now what is there? This VBE is comparatively very low to the VCC. So we can ignore this value of VBE as it is very small in comparison to VCC. So net IB will come VCC upon RB. This is how we are calculating the value of IB, right? So IB is there, but actually we need IC. So let's wait. Then we will put the Kirchhoff's law. VCC minus ICRC minus VCE is equals to 0. Okay? This is again VCC minus ICRC minus VCE is equals to 0. So it comes VCC equals to VCC minus RCRC, or IC is equals to, so here it is ending, VCE is equals to VCC minus ICRC. यहाँ पर आपको ये बात समझनी है, Q पॉइंट के लिए मैंने आपको बताया है दो चीज़ें हैं, we need IC and we need VCE. So VCE we get here and IC is equals to beta IB. So beta here you will get beta in the numerical. So IC equals to beta into IB. IB we have calculated here. So IC will be beta VCC upon RB. Now the question raises that how we will find out the the questions are of two type in your examinations. First is they can directly ask about the what is biasing, why we are doing biasing, and explain any two type of biasings. So you can explain all the theoretical part which I have told you, that to get starting from the need, then what are the current and voltages, their output characteristics, then load line, Q point, you can tell everything, and then you can explain any two biasings. But if the numerical comes, then they are giving you a circuit. Then after seeing the circuit, you are supposed to find out then that in which biasing this circuit is. So if you remember the formula directly, you can do it, or you can simply follow the simple rules, apply Kirchhoff's law and find out the value of VCC and IC. And when you will put these two things as a coordinate, you will get the Q point. So generally they are asking about the Q point and DC load line. So this topic needs practice. I hope that after seeing this video, you will go through the fixed bias, means this first fixed bias or base bias once, then you will go to other biasings. So if you feel any problem in other biasings, you can WhatsApp me, or you can comment on YouTube, so that I can give appropriate remedy for your questionnaires. And after this, I hope that you will solve all the remaining biasings. Okay, so thank you very much.